how a word is usually used and how that affect what it means. Analogy, comparing two things that are alike. Allusions, referring to other other cultural works. Word choice. The word you choose can make your argument weaker or stronger. Example, that book is good, but that book is fast-paced and full of fascinating description, so you can't stop reading. Simply writing that something is good doesn't tell the reader much about it or why the writer thinks it's good and why the reader of the argument should agree. However, in the second example, the author carefully chooses specific words that get to the heart of what's unique and why it matters. Fast-paced, fascinating description, can't stop reading. Because of our word choice, we know exactly what makes the book so good, and we are more persuaded to read it ourselves. Analogy. An analogy can help people imagine more clearly what you are saying. Example, I don't think it's a good idea to take this step without more persuasion. But taking this step without more preparation is like jumping out of an airplane without a parachute. Suddenly, the author has everyone's attention. Everyone knows just how bad an idea he or she thinks it is, and what the consequence might be. Evaluating argument. How do you know if an argument is good or not? Go back to the definition of an argument, reasoning and evidence. To have a strong argument that can withstand a debate, the reasoning and the evidence must be strong too. Sound reasoning. When reasoning is strong, we call it sound. Reasoning is sound if all of its parts are true. It leads us to the conclusion we are aiming for. Sound reasoning. Conclusion. Unsound reasoning. Example, some people report feeling cramps when they go swimming immediately after reading. So swimming must cause stomach aches. In the example above, one thing does come after the next, but the reasoning isn't sound because there isn't enough evidence to prove that swimming causes stomach aches. Lots of other things could cause them, like a fear of water or getting seasick. Sound reasons example. If people is planning to be in the sun, he or she should wear sunscreen. The sun emits powerful rays that can damage skin and ultimately cause cancer, even when it doesn't cause a visible burn. But multiple studies have proven that sunscreen protects skin both from the burns and from sun damage that may be initially invisible. The argument that people should wear sunscreen is supported by sound reasoning and evidence. The reasoning is sound because there is a strong relationship between not wearing sunscreen and sun damage, which is supported by scientific evidence. Relevant and irrelevant evidence. Sounding reasoning relies on strong evidence. Evidence is strong if it supports the argument and closely related to the central idea of an argument. We call that relevant evidence. Irrelevant evidence is information that is not concerned to the central argument. Relevant evidence, body of fact and information that supports the central argument. Irrelevant evidence, body of fact and information that are not connected to the central argument. Example, if you are arguing that the price of blueberries is expensive compared to that other fruit, the following is Relevant evidence. The price of blueberry, the price of strawberries, compared to the price of blueberries. Conversion of the price of a pound of cherries into a pint of cherries so that the price can be compared to that of blueberries. Irrelevant evidence. The way you feel about blueberries. The price of blueberries pies, not a fruit. Any information about the time you won a blueberry pie eating contest. Comparing authors and argument. A perspective of an author can change the way he or she writing a story, and the same is true for an argument. Depending on an author's background and purpose, he or she may use different reasoning to make the argument, emphasize different aspects of the argument, present different facts to support the argument. Example, these two authors have different perspectives and thus different arguments about whether the second should sell sugary drinks to students. Say No to Sugary Drinks by Vanessa Pinkory-Knox. When he is thirsty, we shouldn't have to deal with additives like flavoring, caffeine, and sugar. We should be able to reach for the one thing you actually need, water. Vanessa's central idea. You are made up of water. About 60% of our body mass is water. Our body uses water to carry nutrients to cells, so it's no wonder you get thirsty. That's an important job. Lake and river aren't filled with soda because soda isn't a basic requirement for life. Water is. The National Center for Health Statistics reports the sugary drinks have been linked to a poor diet quality, weight gain, obesity, and in adult type 2 diabetes. So why would we put vending machine, put of them, in our school? Let's stay healthy together by drinking pure water. More sound evidence, more reasoning, sound reasoning, sound evidence. We deserve a choice. Sam Sweeting. You are all made of a lot of water, but you are not just water. What makes us special is a part of the us aren't just water, the special flavor that makes each one of us who we are. That's why I like soda from time to time. The bubbles and flavor make the day more interesting. Some of the drinks contain sugar, but some contain fruit juice or are fortified with vitamin. They provide calories, which everyone needs for energy. Furthermore, it's important that I get to make my own choice, even about things like drinking water or soda. Making a good decision is a part of growing up. If you never give me a choice to make, how can I learn how to make a good one? Sound reasoning, opposite argument, this side isn't supported with fact, this isn't particularly relevant. Sound evidence. Same fact used in Vanessa's argument, but Sam used the detail to opposite Vanessa. Sound argument checklist. There is a claim. The claim is supported by evidence and reason. The tone is persuasive. Consider word choice, figurative meaning, connotative meaning, analogies, and allusion. Everything relates to the central idea. All of the facts are true. The reasoning is sound. All of the evidence is relevant.